about Pele. They are two different species altogether. And recently, I mean, he's been dogged with a lot of illnesses, and the recent one was somewhere around 2015 when he had his prostate cancer surgery, and I think he was in and out of hospital for about 2 months, 2 times within about 6 months or so. Now he has a urinary tract infection. He has a hip problem. This hip problem is synonymous with footballers. I've seen a lot of old footballers who have similar conditions, especially those who played when conditions were not that improved when it comes to football. I mean, the nature of the pitch that they played on, the type of boots and shoes that they use, and things like that, all have also conspired to affect the way, conspired to affect their health. I'm not surprised. I mean, he's 79. For a 79-year-old who played actively for 21 years, definitely he's going to have some issues with health. But the problem I have with what is happening now is the way he feels embarrassed coming out. I mean, he's somebody who was very energetic during his days, played football, very active on the field, and all of a sudden he can't even walk unless he's aided by somebody. And that is how come he says that he feels so embarrassed coming out anytime he's had occasion to do that. Dele Alli, coronavirus. I mean, it's a very serious issue. I mean, sometimes
they almost joke with everything.
Yes, that's the point I was going to cover. And some of these players, I don't know why they do that sometimes. I don't know whether they do that for attention or whether they do that just to generate some form of attention for themselves or what. Because we are talking about a very serious disease. It's something which is spreading, which has confined a lot of people in China, to the extent that some of our competitors who are in China have been asking the government to come and evacuate them, and it's spreading to other countries, to the Asia region. People are getting sick, people are dying, and you make fun out of this.
It's just disturbing.
No, but you see, what they normally do is that once they do it, they just take it off. But whether you like it or not, the harm has already been caused, and he has apologized. I don't know what the FA is going to do about it, because they take some of these things very seriously.
Yeah, they've contacted him to come and explain.
Yes, they take some of these things very seriously, and I want to believe that once he explains and he's not able to convince them the way we expect him to be able to convince them, definitely they'll come out with some sanctions, and I'm for sanctions, because I think that what he did was very bad.
It was very bad. That was Javier Clemente. Let's quickly go on the lines as we zoom straight into the local stories. Kumasi Asante Kotoko back in the chase for the league title, 17 points at the summit, together with 4 other teams. That is Ashanti Gold, Diana Stars, Brekum, Chelsea, Asante Kotoko themselves. On the line is the general manager for the Porcupines, Nana Kwesi Jembibi. Good evening, Koka.
Good evening, bro.
Hope you are doing well.
Very well.
Well, the season started not so good for the Porcupines, but at least back to the top, 17 points. Though goals difference leaves you 4th on the log. How is the general feeling at the club?
Thank you very much for having me. I greet you all. I greet your listeners. I also greet our dear supporters. Well, I would say feeling happy.
Koka, kindly position yourself well for us, please.
It didn't go the way we planned the season. I mean, regarding how we wanted to start the season. But
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, kindly position yourself well for us. We're having some feedback. I think it's better now. Let's go. Let's continue. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I'm saying it hasn't been a bad season so far. It's been difficult at the start. We've managed to pick up the pieces. We've got into. I mean, we've come up now. We are part of. We have also part of the biggest of the league. I would say it's not bad, because we still have so much actually a lot. So we are not prepared. We believe that we can make at the end of the as we have done at the time.
Well, we are finding difficulty in hearing another question. Jembi, I'll try and get back on the lines to him again. Well, you just heard from Coca in there. We'll try and get back on the lines as my producer would work things around together with the technicians to make sure all things go fine. Well, as we try and reconnect to Barry Makwesi Jembibi on the line, here's Kumasi Asante Kotoko General Manager. Let's have a quick run through their Ghana Premier League results. King Faisal Baby settled for a 1-0 draw against West Africa Football Academy at the Kumasi Barbara Sports Stadium. Wafa scored first before King Faisal had a late goal to finish off and get a point in Kumasi. So they are the only side who haven't won a game this season. Interlight 1, Legon Cities FC 1, 2 penalties. Victoria Jebayo scoring and Jabila also equalizing for Legon Cities. Became settled for a goalless draw against Busia Dwarfs at home. Karela 1, Mediama SC 1. Prince Opoku Ajima getting the equalizer in that game for Mediama SC. Dreams FC now Asante Kotoko 1 on goal by Bashiru Abdul, and Great Olympics suffered a 1-2 defeat to 11 Wonders at the Accra Sports Stadium. No wonder they are called the Wonder Club. House of Folk traveled to Doma to share sports with the Diana Stars in a goalless drawn game as Ashanti Gold beat Liberty Professionals by a 0-0 at the Wasilenkle Stadium. Apia Wakati with the sole goal from the penalty spot. And then we had Elmina Sharks recording the biggest result of the match week, beating Brecum Chelsea by 3-1 at the Indium Stadium. Benjamin Bernard Boateng had to score 3 times, and Kofi Owusu getting the sole goal. Have you concerns with Great Olympics, and then in Kumasi, King Faisal? No victory for them after 9 matches.
Calvin, the two teams incidentally were made to come and play in the Premiership because we increased the numbers.
Yes,
right? So, I mean, initially we played with 16 teams, and they went to Congress. I mean, the FA went to Congress and they decided to increase the number from 16 to 18. So Faisal had to come, Olympics also had to join. Then clearly, I get the impression that they were not prepared to play in the Premier League, because even where they were not faring very well where they were. And the Premiership is a different ball game altogether. You need players who have quality in a sense that they are going to play in the Premiership, not players who are fit to play, let's say, in the lower divisions or anything like that. So for me, it's going to take some time for them to gel, and time they don't have because.
Well, sorry, Avi, I'll need to break now, and then we get back on the line and speak to Coca. Coca, sorry, we had difficulties hearing you, so we just had to call back. But you were on the floor, Kotoko, now with very good points. What is the direction now? Is it to go for still maintain the top spot and then get the league again, or you are still going by your policy of building a solid team that can last for the future?
Well, is it better now?
It's better.
Okay. So, like I was saying, we actually did not start the league too well. But it looks as if now we are coming back into the season. We are back in contention. That's a bit of a good sign for us. It is good for us. We are happy. We've been able to pick up the pieces. Now we are part of the leaders of the log. We hope to continue from how we have started. Now we are back on winning ways, and we hope to continue and keep on fighting till the end of the season. Our main target is to annex the title, the league this season. And if we also believe that we have a strong team, we built a strong team that is capable of competing, and also to annex the league for us at the end of the season. So with us, we only have to be focused, do away with any form of complacencies, and make sure that we are able to fight till the end.
All right, so your next game against Ashanti Gold expected to be played this Sunday. How are preparations for that game? And then, is it true that you are trying to plead with the FA to allow you bring supporters or allow supporters to watch the game this time around?
Well, I think we accepted our punishment in good faith. We have been serving this punishment. We've already played 2 matches behind closed doors with us. And this happened to be our last one. Though it's unfortunate to be playing without our supporters, but as I speak with you, we've made no attempt asking the FA or pleading with the FA to allow us sell tickets for our fans to come and support us on Sunday, because we believe it won't be granted, and therefore we won't even make any attempt. Against Ashgold on Sunday, well, as we all know, we arrived in Kumasi last night. We did not train today. We will start training from tomorrow, and as that will be the start of our preparation going into the match. We hope we are able to prepare very well by the end of the week, so that on Sunday we'll be able to beat Asofo very well for us to retain the point here in Kumasi.
That is Ashanti Gold.
Yes, Ashgold I'm talking about. I said Ashgold.
Yeah, you are so eager to play against Accra Asofo. I'll be coming to that. That game set for Barnet Stadium in London. But yes,
I think I've been saying Ashgold.
Well, but Coker, looking at the team now, yes, you had a number of injuries coming in, but there have been several concerns just to keep it in play. Fans have been concerned with that is goalkeeper and captain of the team, Felix Anan, being on the bench, despite he's still recording very good results. What is the situation? Is it an injury? Is it a personal issue? Or is it that Kwame Ba has done enough to usurp him from the top spot?
Well, it's very difficult for me to answer such questions anytime they are put before me. I think it's purely technical, and I have no qualms with it. If I don't get the coach is able to pick his 11 and he's doing well, taking the points, I mean, I don't have any problem with that. I think if Kwame having taken over from Felix and he is not doing well, that is where I would have a problem with the coach or the captain. But as it stands now, we have no influence over the selections that the technical team make going into any match. And therefore, I don't think it will be appropriate to question them and to also make any other comment about what is happening at the moment. Especially, as you all know, the team is doing so well. So it will be very, very, very bad on our part to interfere or to even make any comments about what is happening.
All right. Now, with Asante Kotoko now, what is the latest on Sonia Yakuba, your centre forward? Have you had any progress with him with regards to the contract extension?
Well, several attempts were made in the past, and ever since we came out that we are not going to renew his contract, we've not had any other mistake with him again. So ever since we came out to declare our position with regards to the player Yakuba, we have not had any meetings or not met him again. He's in there training, and there's nothing more I can say about Yakuba. All what I can say is that he's there, he's part of us, at least for now. I think he'll be there till the time his contract is lasted and probably leave the scene or go back to where he came from. So as it stands, he's not coming into terms with us. He's not ready to accept our offer. Neither are we also ready to also accept what he's also proposing to us. So then I believe by April, Yakuba will just have to go away from Kotoko.
All right, now moving on to that game between Asante Kotoko and Accra Asofo set for London, that is Barnet Stadium. How have talks been? How have talks progressed? And is there anything left for the club and organisers to agree before everything is set for that game?
Well, I'll say all is first. We've had fruitful bargain with the organisers, and we've accepted everything. They've also accepted our part. Now what we are waiting for is getting our final list for them, and for them to also begin the visa processing. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else to say about this thing. All that we are waiting for is for them to acquire the visa, and on this March 4th, we take off from Ghana, go to the United Kingdom, meet Asofo and be there. on the 7th and return on the 8th.
All right, on the 7th and return on the 8th. And how much is Kotoko going to earn from this?
I think I wouldn't be too sure since our CEO has been in charge of this whole thing. I'm here to be briefed thoroughly. So at this point in time, there's nothing I can say about how much we are making. But I believe, and as my CEO has told me, he has agreed everything in principle with them, and that is the situation for now. I don't think I can be right or precise with the figure we are taking.
All right, General Manager. So CEO is taking charge of this, and this brings back to the question of, is there no sort of conflict, or do I say, between your role as the General Manager and then the role of the CEO? Because it looks like almost every now and then, each and every other person would not be in the know of one information or the other.
There's no conflict at all. We are working very well. We are cooperating with each other very well. And we are also complementing each other's activity or work very well. There's nothing wrong with what is happening, and I've been reporting everything. I've been making reports to the CEO, which of course is one thing that is also required from me. So as I speak with you, I will say everything is in order. Things are working very well for us.
All right, now back to the game. We heard that 40 players, 40-man contingent were supposed to travel, but Justin Ado, who is an organizer, also made it clear that 30 men or 30-man contingent would be making the trip. Please, can you clarify that for us? Is Kotoko sending 40 or 30?
We'll be sending 30-man contingent, same as Asopok will also be presenting. So that I know is the situation and nothing else.
All right. So finally, before you leave us, from the technical team, have they highlighted on any signings ahead of the second window that will be opening quite so let's say in a month's time or a little over a month, that will be opening for you to get new additions? Are you planning on getting more additions to your team, or you still think that it's enough from the report from the technical team?
Well, I would say let's get a little bit closer to that. It will be too early to speak about recruitment at this time, or about signings at this time. I will play with my supporters. I know they'll be eager to hear if we'll be making any additions by way of signing new players or something. But I'll say it is too early. Let's get into somewhere around the middle of or the first week of March, and then we'll be out with whether or not we'll be making signings or not.
All right, thank you very much, Berima Kwesi Jembibi Coker, General Manager for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, joining us and giving us a lot of information. Javier, you would have your take, but let me announce the phone lines and invite our callers now. 0322083596, 83597, between Drogba and Lukaku. Who is better?
You're still doing this?
Yes, I am doing this for the fans. They love it.
Okay. No, but I was on the Kim-Pesa issue, and I think that just like I indicated earlier, I think that Alaji and his charges were caught on ours. Clearly, I don't think that they had prepared for the Premier League. And I mean, their results so far clearly shows the way they prepare for the league. They are playing in the lower divisions clearly different from playing in the Premier League. And they need to get quality materials. And so far, what they've done is just use more or less like players that teams don't want.
Sure.
Clearly, that's what they are using, and then you don't do well in a competition like the Premiership. I'm talking about the Ghana
Premier League.
If you continue to rely on players like that, I think that the last time we talked about this, Yakubat, I mentioned that if the player is not injured, if you saw a bad influence, if he's not splitting the dressing room, then I don't think that it's the right decision for the management of the team to continue to pay the player and not use the player. If he's lost form, fine. Somebody must tell us something that the player has lost form. But if he's not being played because he has some running battle with the team as far as his contract is concerned, I don't think that decision that they've taken is the right decision. No.
Hello, Patrick. You are my first caller. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Kevin.
Let's have your word, brother.
You were saying Lukaku and then what? Didier Drogba.
Yeah, Didier Drogba.
But this is a mismatch.
Why is it a mismatch?
So how can you compare Lukaku to Didier Drogba?
You guys have been comparing Maradona, Pele, and the rest.
But as for them, you know, they were at their very best
All right, so between the two, who is better?
Yoruba is simply the best.
Oh, okay. All right, Patrick, do you have any other words to share with us? Well, 0322083596, 83597, 83598, 83599 to 4, and then I'm Wako. You share the Ghana Premier League, 17 points for 5 teams at the top. The rest sitting closely behind with 12, 14, 13, 11 points.
Kevin, I think that if you look at the standings, then you could say that the league is competitive. But prior to the league, I envisage that Kotoko, as it were, should have been able to be on top of the summit as of now. But unfortunately, the lives of Bekum, Chelsea...
Well, I'm going to kindly hold on for me. Hello, Ishak.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, brother. Welcome to Monday Night Sports. Let's have your word.
Thank you very much. I just want to say that you see, Kotoko is very happy for beating House of Hope. They should not forget that we still have a prophecy. So whether we are on the field or not, the prophecy will play for us. So we know by the end of the day we are going to take the lead this year. We shouldn't forget that we have a prophecy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Let's see who is next on the line. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Welcome to Monday Night Sports. Let's hear from you.
Welcome, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you all?
By His grace, we are all fine. And you?
Oh, by God's grace, everything is cool for me.
Let's hear from you.
Yesterday, I had to travel to Accra to Doman Hinklo, play against Diana Stars. Pick a 1 point, go to Accra. It's a good for Hartsfolk and the Hartsfolk team. So, but Hartsfolk problem is the striking ability force. Striking force. Hartsfolk play, but you not score well. So, a scan run Hartsfolk. If you go to open the register players. Hello.
Hello, Awani. Yes. The FA were there. Yes.
Yeah. FA second round. FA open register players again.
No, they are yet to open. But I just asked him as a matter of fact because they've lost a couple of players.
Okay. So you don't go open again.
No, they haven't opened.
Okay. So open there and when open, Hartsfolk go to buy a striking ability force, come to score a goal for Hartsfolk, but it's not open there. Kofi Koji and then Rimano Iso work hard and score well, and then Hartsfolk move forward. I'm done.
But don't go. You know, Friday. Hope I will see you on Friday.
When God protect me, I'm coming there.
So which song would you sing today? The last time you sang an Ofurian Ponsa song, which song are you singing for us that we should expect?
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Wow, that was everybody. Hello, political thinker.
Hi, brother.
Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Sports.
Yeah, good evening to every listener and your panel members.
Thank you so much. Let's have your word, brother.
Yeah, I think our Premier League, Ghana League, is sinking because now if you are moving around, people are always talking about Chelsea, Man U, and other foreign leagues. But I think it is time for us to start to outdoor our league. Let us make it attractive for the whole world to accept it and polish it and so please, I think it is time. So let us see how to make our league interesting.
Okay, brother, thank you so much. Hello. Yeah, Ebony.
Yeah, my line is on curtain.
All right. Okay. Kindly make it snappy.
Okay. Now you asking me question for Ofurian song.
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. You can. Yeah, you can say now. Yeah.
Okay. I come last and we last. I come last and we last. day, me do catch you. I come last, last. I come last, last. Every day, me do catch you. And can you see your national day with sa? Oh, do you way? I'll be my baby actually. Minya, nan come here, president. Oh, nan come first lady. What you make Chako, baby? Minya, nan come here, ministers. Oh, my baby. And what control be me say, Padian, oh, the other,
Ebony. Charlie, we'll make sure you have a remix with Uforiampo. That was a sorry that Ebony for as well. Andrew Young says that he thinks Lukaku is not at the level of Drogba. Richie Fijase says that comparison would have been sweeter if they had retired to 4. Michael Abrepo says that Lukaku's numbers and his age, it's ridiculous. I'll pick him. Drogba is better than Lukaku. From that is Sheikh Nuhu. Justice Blay is a better player. Kanlucha Patrick and Kari Pani. Lukaku comes nowhere near Didier Drogba. Drogba is far better than Lukaku. From Joe Konongo. How on earth do you choose Blay over Esso? Drogba was better. This is a message coming in from Mega Superstars. Latan from Thanos who says that we'll choose Drogba on any given day. Charlie, the Chelsea fans, they don't want to even choose the other players. My name is Kelvin Osuasa. Thank you very much, Javier. Thank you, Emmanuel Tofo. Thank you very much, Yao Edouard Marco. Best man for social media, Desmond, as well as Andy Adai, and my very good brother. Yes, he also came around to make sure he supported us. About DJ Chifaro. Makes you enjoy the rest of the night right after this on Music Box. But don't forget to join us on Friday, Valentine's Day, Love Affair with Uforiampo and Can Promise at the Rattray Park Pool. You need to pay 80 Ghana cedis for a single ticket and 150 Ghana cedis for a double ticket, and you can have a very good time. Let's all enjoy the Valentine. My name is Calvin Owusu. Join us tomorrow morning on the Love Sports Center.